Welcome to your busiest and potentially most profitable time of year. Yay! And also potentially the least sane time of year, the time where we feel the craziest and the most pushed to the edge. So if you are dreading the holiday season and the busyness and the scramble, I want to help you get ready to have a killer season in a fantastically good time. Welcome to Explore Your Enthusiasm, episode 184 with me, Tara Swiger. Today we're going to talk about the 3 ways to prepare to have a great holiday season and to keep your sanity intact. Yay! I've talked about a lot about this in the past. I talk about it every holiday season, way back since 2009. So over the years, I have created a lot of articles and resources, and I've gathered all of those together to be linked up in this episode's show notes. You will find that at taraswiger.com/podcast184. taraswiger.com/podcast184. You'll find it linked below wherever you're listening or watching this. But before we dive in to ways to maintain your holiday sanity this holiday season, I want to share something with you so you don't miss it. This episode comes out Wednesday, the day before American Thanksgiving, which is on Thursday. The day after that, Friday the 25th, is known as Black Friday in the States, and it's a huge shopping day. And last year, students asked me to do a Black Friday bundle of my best classes that would help get you through this season. And that was insanely popular. So this year I'm going to do it again. A special Black Friday bundle of stuff you can't get in my shop and you can only find inside the Starship. I'm putting up a couple of them together, as in say all together. All the ones related to the holiday season and taking a break together in one bundle. It's going to have Holiday Sanity, which is a guidebook and e-course I created back in 2009. I've updated it a lot since then. It's the first way I ever helped other makers in their business, so it's close to my heart and I love it. It's exclusively available to members of the Starship or for this one day on Black Friday in this bundle. Also, Take a Break Without Breaking Your Business is a guidebook I created with Stacy Trock of Fresh Stitches. It walks you through all the steps of planning to take a break in your business without everything going to crap. So we talk about batching things, streamlining things, getting everything ready for you to step away and for a business to survive it. People have used it already to take time off for surgery, to take time off for the holidays, to take maternity leave. I used it to take my own mental health break back in 2016. It's a great guidebook full of worksheets to help you plan to take time off. And also the Map Your Business PDF and e-course. So this is the digital version of something I currently only sell a print copy of, Map Your Business. But with the PDF, you can print it again and again, and the e-course is going to guide you through each step of the book, including looking at the big picture of your business for the next year, all the way down into making a plan for the next 3 months, and then it's got monthly reviews. So that e-course is going to start after the December holidays on December 27th, but it's only going to be available in this bundle on Black Friday. So it's over $120 worth of classes for a much smaller price of just $59. It's only going to be available to subscribers. So I'm telling you about it right now so that you can go become an email subscriber before Black Friday. You're going to sign up at the big pink box of any page of taraswiger.com that will get you on the list. Then you have to open your email on Black Friday. So if you missed it, you're going to want to keep your eye out for the Starship. So if you're listening to this after that Friday and you're like, oh, I missed it, keep your eye out for the Starship. The Starship includes all of this, plus weekly chats, plus monthly Q&As, plus an accountability partner program, plus over $1,000 of other classes. So it includes these plus more, and it's going to open again in December, and that will be the last time it opens until the end of 2018. So if you're wanting to really work on your business in 2018 with a community of like-minded, encouraging and open and awesome other makers and artists, make sure you are signed up for the Starship. So let's talk about getting your sanity secured for this holiday season. So for the busy creative entrepreneur, the holiday season is a time of total joy. Peppermint mochas, decorations, candlelight, yay! It's also a season of stress, holiday orders, the post office, getting it all done in time for people to get it in order for them to give it as a gift. Sanity can be really, really hard to hold on to in between filling orders and fulfilling family obligations and standing in the dreaded post office line or arguing with your printer to print the freaking label. But sanity and profit in the season are possible It starts with knowing yourself, your business, and what you want from the season, and then set expectations and make plans for yourself and your community. So it's not just going to happen magically. You're not just going to stumble into an amazing holiday season that's both great for sales and great for your well-being. It comes from you planning for it. So there are 3 things that you need to know about what you want that are going to help you have a sane holiday season. The first is know what your business needs from you. So different businesses have different cycles of busy and slow. And the problem comes when you try to apply someone else's cycle to what you're doing, or you look outside of yourself and outside of your business to see what other people are doing. So service-based businesses might slow down right now, but retail businesses ramp up right until the day after Christmas, and wholesale-based businesses slow down a bit before that because their wholesale customers have to have their orders in ahead of time, and unless you let your retailers place a rush last-minute order. So know what to expect by taking a look at your sales and your production cycle last year. Before the holidays kick into high gear this year, look at what happened last year. Some things to look for. Were you scrambling at the last minute last year? And on what days in particular were you scrambling? What can you do now to avoid that? So if you use the Map Your Business process and you are reviewing each month at the end of each month, then hopefully you made a note of where you're really scrambly and what you were scrambly about. Do you have everything you need to fill the same demand you had last year? Girl, look at your shipping supplies. Look at your products that go into your goods sold. What are all of those things that you need to have in stock in order to meet that demand? And do you need to make extra products now? Do you need to buy extra products now so that you're ready for that? Do you need to stock up on shipping supplies? Do you need to start printing off your shipping labels at home, if you don't already, instead of standing in line at the post office? What can you do to get prepared so that you don't have to deal with all of that hassle? And then the other thing you need to look at is what is the last possible day to ship. Check the USPS website or whatever shipping company you use or whatever country you're in, and then decide what your own cushion needs to be. So if it takes you 6 hours to fill an order, then what is going to happen if you get 3 orders on the last possible shipping day? I don't know if you're going to do it. Now, build that cushion into your own last day to order policy. Don't let the USPS or whatever your shipping service is tell you what the last day they'll take it is. You build in a cushion to be able to make the products or package the products on top of that, and then you communicate that to your customers, your last day to order. Communicate in all the ways. Put it clearly on your website, your product descriptions, your email signature, put it in social media, make announcements. This might be the biggest day of sales you make, is the day that you say, this is my absolute last day to order. I have been known to buy things on people's last day to order just because I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Okay, I'm going to do it. Also, email past customers if you have their permission, they've signed up for your list or they've okayed for you to email them, and remind them of the deadline at least a week before. Send an email to your list reminding them of the deadline at least a week before, and then again the day before. Also, you need to think about what extras do you want to do for the holidays. Are you doing a new line? Are you doing a special craft show? Are you offering gift wrapping? Now is the time. Today is the day to decide what you're doing and communicate it. Put it on your site, put it in your product descriptions, email your list about it. Get that stuff done now, this week and this weekend, and it will be ready for the amazing, wonderful sales of December. So once you have a clear idea of what your own business needs are, and then I want you to create a schedule for getting them done. When are you going to decide these things? When are you going to communicate these things and update your website? And when are you going to promote these things on social media? Make a plan. And go on and make those products, label everything, get everything ready to pop into a box. Do it now. The second thing that you need to know is you need to know what your life needs from you. Because it's not just about your business in this season, it's also about your life. So everyone celebrates the holidays differently, and you have the power to choose what kind of holiday you want to experience. It is entirely up to you. So take a few minutes to consider what you loved and what you loathed in holidays past and build that into your plan for this year. So every holiday, Every holiday is packed with outside expectations. What does the rest of the world, like your family and your friends and your community and your church and your kids and even your own guilt, what do all of they expect you to do to make it a merry season? I want you to stay sane, though, by getting explicit about what matters to you and not what matters to other people. So here are some things to ask yourself. What do others expect from you? Is it family dinners? Is it New Year's Eve party? Is it giving a gift to your third cousin once removed? List it all. List everybody's expectations so you know what to keep and what to get rid of. But you need to write it down and then mark it off, because often those things you need to get rid of, you actually need to communicate to somebody. So if you're not going to exchange gifts with your third cousins, and you always have, then communicate that. Don't just like fret over how you're a horrible person because you don't exchange gift now. Tell them, hey guys, let's not do gifts this year. I'm not going to be doing gifts this year. Cool? Okay, communicate that now. So make a list, mark it off, then communicate what you're marking off. And then I also want you to think about what makes the season special to you. What is an absolute can't miss for your best holiday season? So for me, in years past, it was dressing up and making a live performance of the Nutcracker with my little brothers when they were little and would submit to such things. Also, hot chocolate, watching Charlie Brown, knitting or sewing on the couch. Also, the cartoon Grinch, twinkle lights, driving around seeing the lights in town, decorating a zillion sugar cookies with my little brothers. Now that they're teenagers, it's more like decorating a zillion sugar cookies with my mom and my dogs. But also the tree, the presents, the fancy wrapping, the endless parties, all of that could go away. Maybe not the tree. I've become more in love with the tree in the past years. But all of that can fall away as long as I get to sing along with the Who's Down in Whoville, as long as I get to bop along to the Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack. I'm having a good holiday season. So knowing that helps me recognize what is other people's expectations and what my own expectations are, and build in for the holiday season I really want. Now, also, you need to look at what are the things you can't get out of. Now, this list is smaller than you think. You can say no to giving gifts. You can say no to going to parties. But you probably can't say no to going to your kid's first Christmas play. These might not be things that are very exciting to you, but they really, truly can't get out of them. Even if this isn't your idea of merrymaking, what are the things that you are consciously keeping because they're significant to those around you? I think sometimes we forget that it's okay and it's expected and it's fine to do things that are important to other people that aren't important to you if you are consciously deciding, you know what, this is important to you, so I'm going to do it. But if you just go along because they expect you to do it and you don't consciously make the decision, you'll be bitter and resentful. That's not good for your relationship, and the people in your life don't want that from you. Your kids don't want that from you. They want you to decide to do something because it matters to them, or decide not to do something and communicate that. Also ask yourself, what can you do now to make the season better? Are there expectations you can set? Are there changes you can make? Are there things you can communicate? Are there tickets you can buy now? Like the practical side of things, right? Do you need to like get a hotel room or schedule a ticket or queue up some movies on Netflix? Are there supplies you need to buy for the sugar cookies or hot chocolate or ornament making party? What are the things that you can do now to make sure that you get the bits in your holiday season that you really want? So for me, I need to buy Charlie Brown's Christmas. I've needed to for a long time, but I've got a holiday playlist all set to go. I also need to make sure I have all the supplies to do all the sugar cookie baking, and that I've scheduled the things I want to do with people and left other bits of time totally empty for that Hallmark Christmas movie watching, I'm going to do on the couch. Now, the third thing is you need to know what your body and spirit need. So with the constant commercials, the jangly Christmas music, the crazy traffic, the upcoming season can wear you out. Even if you weren't juggling a business and a life, it can be a lot, especially if you, like me and a lot of our listeners, are sensitive or introverted. It's a lot of input. So build an extra fun time so that you can enjoy yourself. Build an extra quiet time so you can enjoy yourself. If you are energized by alone time, make sure you've got a good book and a warm beverage on hand at all times, and that you've communicated to people this is important to you. And then schedule it in and tell people, this is the time I am being alone. go away. If you get your energy from spending time with friends, call them up now before they get busy and schedule a date doing something special. So if you are an extrovert and you get energy from being with people, don't wait until you're like, oh, I've been alone for hours wrapping these gifts. Get some fun times out on the calendar because your friends are going to be busy with their own obligations. So schedule it in now. And finally, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want to feel this season? Pick a feeling or three and keep it front and center. Look for those qualities everywhere and build them into what you do. So I'm not saying that you're just creating them. I also want you to look for them. Look, if your feelings are peace and joy, when are you feeling peaceful? Notice that and take a minute and be appreciative of that moment. The things that you appreciate will grow and expand. When are you feeling joyful? Notice it and be like, hey, I'm feeling joyful. This is what I wanted to feel. This is awesome. A big part of enjoying your life and your business is noticing when you're enjoying it and appreciating it. And then looking at that and trying to figure out how can I do more of it. So build the things into your life and your holidays that are going to help you feel more of this. So if you're like, how could I feel joy at the post office or peace at the third grade orchestra concert? You are a creative, so you can figure that out. I am certain of it. But if you work on it, if you try to build it into things, you're going to experience it more than if you just are like, well, I hope this doesn't suck. Or worse, this is always miserable. I'll just try to get through it. No, take charge, take personal responsibility of creating the holiday season you want, letting go of the things you don't want, and communicating it to the people you need to communicate it with. So sit down, think this through, create a great holiday season. Now, don't forget to check out the links to everything I've ever written about holiday sanity and a lot of other posts at tarswiger.com/podcast 184. And sign up in the big pink box to get access to that Black Friday bundle, which will be guides and ebooks that are going to help you dive even deeper into these questions of what you want, what your business needs, how to plan it all out. Holiday Sanity really helps you make a plan for it. Taking a break without breaking your business helps you get everything ready to take time off. Whether you're taking time off in December or you're taking time off in January or next July, you have access to that workbook. You can use it anytime. I'm wishing you a sane and enthusiastic week.